Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Command Score studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got an exciting one for you, so make sure you check out that card list link in the description below because I've got game changers for you that are $10 or less. And yes, they are game changers and they win games. Let's jump into them. First up, the most budget-friendly game changer of all time, as of right now, Notion Thief. Just 78 cents for this gem that most definitely can change a game, most definitely can win you the game. A 3/1 human rogue with flash for 4 mana and Dimir. If an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw on each of their draw steps, instead the player skips that draw and you draw a card. Basically, yeah, hey, if any kind of a wheel happens, you win. And when it comes to wheels happening, you of course are in, well, I'd say colors. There are some black wheels, not very many, but blue! Blue's got an absurd amount of wheels, so you play this, you play a wheel, you win. If you play this when an opponent plays a wheel, it's ironic, and you win. Okay, you don't exactly just win, but basically, again, you literally just take all their cards, and you get all the cards, and they've got no cards, and they're top decking, and yeah, you probably really just win from there. It's absolutely absurd, absolutely insane. Even if it's not off of a wheel, again, someone casting a draw spell, you're like, oh yeah, let me just take those 4 cards you're about to draw, and you don't get them, and now I do. It is a game-changing play, one that is absolutely absurd. Just 78 cents. So much fun. Pick it up. Next up, speaking of fun with wheels, okay, not really fun, but yeah, Narset Partner Veils for 3 mana in blue. This 85-cent card will again end the game for your opponents, essentially. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn, so you slow them down to a crawl. And of course, if a wheel happens, they literally just probably lose the game because they no longer have a hand. They discard their hand and it's gone, and they don't draw anything, and or they draw 1 basically, right? And then they're just top decking and hoping they can take you down, and they cannot. -2 of the top 4 cards of your library and reveal a non-creature and non-land card from among them. Put in your hand, put the rest of your library in random order. That is nice. That is not all that necessary on this card. I mean, it is nice to utilize when you need to use it, but most of the time you're just gonna be like, yeah, no, I'll just keep the loyalty at 5. Because I really want to make sure this stays out in play, and my opponents can no longer have a hand. Again, literally this plus any kind of a wheel equals your opponents are gone. Dunzo. This is one of those types of cards that you probably should, like, ask ahead of time. You're like, hey, I'm planning on ending the game with this, wheelie type thing. Otherwise, I mean, it depends on the play group, I guess, mostly. If you're playing in a more competitive play group, playing with one that you've known for a long time, yes, but it can be the one that if you go show up at your LGS and this is the first thing that you do, you might get some dirty looks at the table, and they might ask to play with other people, basically. Narset Partner Veils, yeah, any kind of like a wheel combination, not the most friendly thing out there. Yeah, but anyways, it's budget friendly. Pick it up. Next up, Crop Rotation, an instant for a single green mana. Is this cost to cast it? You're going to sacrifice 1 land. But the payoff is, hey, you get any land out of your library right on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Here's the thing, when it comes to tutors, well, first of all, there are very few tutors that even cost a single mana. There are some, yes, there are some, but there are very few ones that actually cost a single mana. A couple of those are actually game changers. That being said, no other tutor literally just gets things right into play. This is like, oh yeah, no, by the way, I wanted this card, and now it's in play. I get it. Yeah, there's a pay, there's something you have to pay for. You have to get rid of a land, but like, okay, like I sacrifice a forest that already was tapped or whatever, sure, and I go get Gaia's Cradle. I go get the most explosive land of all time, essentially, or I get a land that can combo. I get Dark Depths. I get something that can win me the game right then and there. Sure, you might just utilize this to like go get your command tower or whatnot and like fix your mana, which is great, but of course, again, the potential for this one is, hey, I've got a land that can tap for 10 plus mana with Gaia's Cradle. Or, hey, I've got Dark Depths. Have fun. Combination. Yeah, there are definitely some crazy things you can do with this. Yeah, $4.51. It's absolutely a game changer that can really change the game. Next up, this version apparently of Gifts Ungiven is cheaper at $4.93. An absolute steal right now. Instant for 4 mana in blue. Search the library for 4 cards with different names and reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 of those cards to the chosen cards in your graveyard, the rest in your hand, then shuffle your library. This is one of those cards where, like, for certain decks out there, like, there is no right choice at all. Like, the opponent is just trapped. There is no correct way to say, okay, well, I figured it out and you can't get these two, but then you get these two. You're literally tutoring for 2 cards directly into your hand for 4 mana, and the other 2 cards that you don't get actually go into your graveyard, which, again, certain decks out there actually want things into their graveyard, or they can get things back from their graveyard, they can utilize them out of their graveyard. This is just a way to just go crazy and, yeah, probably get some kind of a combo to win right then and there. And again, instant speed for 4 mana. 4 mana for 2 cards is insane. And instant speed means, like, right before my turn happens, I'm doing this, and all of a sudden I'm set up to win and take over the game. Yeah, definitely a game changer. And one, again, where you put opponent into, like, just a terrible situation where they're, like, scratching their head like, am I making the right decision? You're like, I promise you it does not matter what you choose. It literally does not. Like, you've taken 20 minutes to make this decision. It doesn't matter. Just pick 2. Just pick 2. The game's over. Now, this one's worth your attention. Coalition Victory. Yeah, long asked for by the community to be unbanned. It is finally unbanned. A sorcery for 8 mana in Wooburg. You win the game if you control a land of each basic land type and a creature of each color. This is a, hey, you know what? I just win the game type card. Hey, I did all the things, okay? All right, I got a land of each basic land type. There are ways to actually not have to play every single land of each basic land type. Okay, you can just play, like, one, like, enchantment up there, and it's like, hey, every one of your lands is that. Cool. Or, I mean, obviously, it's not that difficult to get one of each land in play. You just have a good ramp package, you've got good lands in the deck, and you're good to go. And by good lands, I mean basics! I mean, you can do without basics, of course, but I absolutely love basics. And you can definitely get basics out there very quickly, very efficiently, very effectively. And a creature of each color, yeah, I mean, that might just be your commander. You're in a 5-color deck. If your commander literally is all 5 colors, you know, and the cost, there you go. If it's in play, you win the game, as long as this resolves with it in play. This is one of those types of cards that's like a, hey, yeah, alternative win condition that is, again, not the easiest to set up technically, but pretty simple to set up. And when you do, you play it, and there you go. The game is over. You changed the game because you won. Speaking of winning, though, Seedborn Muse. Yeah, you will definitely be on the way to win with this one. $6.93 for this gem. A 2/4 spirit for 5 mana in green. Untap all permanents you control during each of their players' untap step. This is one of those cards that, like, literally in one-on-one, it's like, oh, yeah, it's okay. In multiplayer, it's like, my gosh, the most broken thing of all time. Literally being able to go, okay, I get an untap step on every single player's turn means, oh my goodness, well, technically my creatures kind of have, like, pseudo-vigilance, which is nice, but more importantly, yeah, I get all my mana back every turn. If it was even just that, like, untap all your lands on each turn, it's like, okay, that's insane. But this is every single one of your permanents, so any kind of a creature you have with a tap ability, any kind of an artifact you have with a tap ability, anything that you were tapping, you get to untap it, and all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I get to utilize that again. But yeah, again, literally just going like, oh yeah, I've got 7 lands in play, let's just say that, and yeah, okay, I tap them on my turn for 7. Next turn, I have 7 mana. The next turn for that, I have 7 mana. The next turn for that, I have 7 mana. You literally have 28 mana instead of 7, basically, with each trip around the table. If you've got instants to play, you can do some spicy and crazy things with this one. So yeah, again, this one is literally just, hey, you know what? You get 4 turns instead of just 1, essentially. So yeah, Seedborn Muse, definitely a game changer. $6.93, a steal for this one right now. Wait until you see this next one, though, because Bolas Citadel, this version of it, is a ledger artifact for 6 mana in black. That is $8.08. Definitely a game changer. Definitely a card that can wreck a game in your favor. Look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play lands and cast spells to the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than its cost. And you can tap and sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. That last part is nice. It doesn't make it a game changer. The last part is just a nice, like, little finisher, potentially. Like, if you're like, oh, yeah, everyone's within range. Cool. All right. Take you all out. You're gone. I don't really care about sacrificing 10 non-land permanents because, like, I'm going to get there anyways. That being said, being able to just go, okay, top of my library, so future sight, but instead of paying mana, I just pay life, which, again, is an abundant resource in Commander, and one that you can very easily replenish with the right deck. You're like, okay, top my library. All right, I pay 4 mana. I play that land. I pay 3 mana, or pay mana. I can say mana. You know, life basically. What is it? Who cares? Oh, 7 life. Whatever. I played those things. Oh, okay, and then there's a Gary on top, Great Merchant Asphodel for 5 life. Cool, I'll pay the 5 life, I'll gain like 30 life, and now all of a sudden I'm ahead. You literally just keep hitting cards that then gain you life back, or you've got a way to life swap, or you've got a way where it doesn't matter. It's an insane card, lets you play cards for free off the top of your library. Yeah, there's a reason why it's a game changer. Moving on now, this game changer is one I'd say for more high-powered combo crazy metas. Underworld Breach, CDH style, enchant for 2 mana and red. This one is $9.27. Each non-land card in your graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost, plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. You can cast escape cards from your graveyard for their escape cost. At the beginning of the end step, sacrifice Underworld Breach. It's like a temporary, you get access to everything out of your graveyard type card. Here's the thing, it is temporary because, like, the sacrifice is the end step, but, like, you're not going to get to the end step with your right deck built around this. You're just going to combo off, go crazy, and win right then and there. So, yeah, this is a card where you're going to go, oh, yeah, by the way, I win. Game over. Goodbye. And, yeah, again, it is more of a combo crazy friendly card in higher end metas, I would say. That being said, yeah, an absolute steal for $10 for a combo card like this one if you've got the right deck built around it. Next up, perhaps the most specific card on this list, but one that can definitely win you the game, especially if you build a deck around it like my buddy Alec did. Sway of the Stars, a source for 10 mana in blue. Each player shuffles their hand, graveyard, and permanents they own into their library, then draw 7 cards. Each player's life total becomes exactly 7. $9.90. This is a game resetting card in a way. It is one that does take everyone down to 7, so the game will go quite quickly from there. It is a card where you say, well, everything's even, right? Okay, we're basically just reset the entire game. Everyone shoveled everything away, and all of a sudden, yeah, you're back to 7 cards like we never played, and we're all at 7 life instead. Oh, by the way, instead, though, yeah, I had these cards exiled with, like, some Fiend Hunter type effects off to the side. So, once those things left, yeah, they came back into play. And now the game is over because I have things in play and you do not. That's basically how this one can win you the game. This is one that can definitely be a game changer in that you could just reset the game and, like, not have a plan from there. Or you could just set yourself up appropriately to win the game right then and there after this is cast because, again, you had those cards stockpiled away. You had those things in exile until, again, your Fiend Hunter type effects left, and then they came back into play. This is one where you can do some really crazy things. Absolutely so much fun when you play a card like this with that type of a deck. And finally, Gamble. Gamble's a sorcery for $10.56. 1 single red mana. Search life for a card, put that card in your hand, discard a card at random, then shuffle your library. What's life? Be fun, you know, without a little bit of risk, essentially. There we go. With this kind of a card, again, we talked about how tutors typically don't cost 1 mana. 1 mana is an absurd amount for a tutor, and typically when it comes to tutors at 1 mana, other than like Vampiric Tutor, you don't get to just pick whatever card you want. Usually it's specific, like, oh, a creature, okay, or artifact or enchantment. Those are still incredibly powerful cards, obviously. But this one's like, all right, there's some risk to it, but go get whatever you want. Anything you want. Then all of a sudden, you've got to discard a card at random. And when you do, you better hope it's not that card. But if it's not, there you go. You just got the exact card that you wanted for a minimal cost. And, yeah, for just a single mana. An absolutely insane card. Pick it up and pick up all the other cards in the card list link in the description below. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Comment below with your thoughts on it. And, of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.